took a chance on a good thing, yeah. Now I got you on my right wing. Making love like it's casual, and you text me in the morning, you're available. Am I dreaming? Can't believe I forgot this feeling. Finally found the one in my life that I wanna be with. No more seeking. I'm sure I'll always choose you first. You're my baby, it's true. You're so damn worth it. There's no one like you. Yeah, too rare to find, 'cause you're one of a kind. No words to describe the way that you shine. An angel in disguise. Oh, wanna make you mine. Wanna make you mine. One time, that's you. If like that view, us two en route. First class straight to Honolulu. We just vibing, relaxing in the sun till we gazing at the stars that we're counting and counting. 내가 항상 옆에 있을 테니 걱정 따위 필요 없어. Ain't going nowhere 약속. It's no joke. 너 만나고 매일 기도해 our future. Only with you I see the bigger picture. 솔직히 우리보다 더 많은 사이 없어. You know it, girl. I'm sure I'll always choose you first. You're my baby, it's true. You're so damn worth it. There's no one like you. Yeah, too rare to find, 'cause you're one of a kind. No words to describe the way that you shine. An angel in disguise. Oh, wanna make you mine. Wanna make you mine. Oh, wanna make you mine. Oh, wanna make you mine. We like bread and butter, AC in the summer always make me wonder how you never get me feeling under flawless from head to toe. You never hit a single wrong, no. 확신 필요해, girl, I got you. 미래 그릴 때 always gonna include you. You deserve the best, I'ma be true. Put my hand on my chest like you're one of a kind. No words to describe the way that you shine. An angel in disguise. Oh, wanna make you mine. You're one of a kind. No words to describe the way that you shine. An angel in disguise. Oh, wanna make you mine. Wanna make you mine. I've got this feeling, I'm feeling you could be the one. I see no reason why I should ever let you go. Don't wanna wake up if I'm dreaming, because you know I can't get enough of this feeling you're giving me. Don't wanna wake up. No, I don't wanna wake up. Don't wanna wake up without you, baby, without. I wouldn't know what to, baby, without you. I wouldn't know what to, oh you know, oh you know, oh you know. I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do, baby, without.
Now, can you hear me? Okay, let's try that again. Hello and welcome to the stream. Today we are back with our Ultimate Decades Challenge, and we are in the year 1361. And we are going to be starting off in our Von Schwann family because hi Tracy, welcome to the stream. I was just saying, I hope that you guys are doing well, and how are you, Serenity? So, if we look at our spreadsheet, we have birthdays today for Archibald Von Schwann and Gertie Von Schwann, the twins that were born to the Von Schwann family, and Amelie Arundel in our main household also needs to age up to toddlers first thing in our stream today. And we also have Jalissa Arundel needs to age up to an adult, as well as Porter Shoemaker. So we are actually we're in March of 1361 right now in the game, because I went ahead and played off camera and got Porter Shoemaker married. And I put those photos up on the community tab, so you guys were able to see that. So because of that, I had to play a little bit into the part of 1361. So we're actually in March of 1361, so we're almost through the first part of this day. So we kind of need to go ahead and get those birthdays underway and out of the way for this day. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to roll first for those, age those Sims up if they make it. Fingers crossed that they do. I think Jalissa might be pregnant, so we won't be able to age her up to an adult right yet until she has her baby. But we can go ahead and roll for her just to see if she's going to be able to age up to an adult. And we will first and foremost start off in the Von Schwann family. So we're going to start with them and do that. You're doing a lot better. That is good. I'm glad to hear that. I know that is not easy what you're going through. So yeah, I'm glad to hear that you're doing some better. I just finished work waiting for your bus home. Ah, well, at least you're off work and you get to go home and kind of relax now. So that's good, Tracy. All right, so we are going to go to our spreadsheet and we're going to go ahead and we're going to roll for our Sims. So let's roll for our Sims to see if they can go ahead and age up. So first we have Archibald Von Schwann, Gertie Von Schwann, and Amelie Arundel aging up to toddlers. They can't roll a 1, 4, 8, 12, or 15. So we have our D20 dice that we're going to pull up, and we're going to give that a roll 3 times. So for Archibald, he rolls and he gets a 17, so he does live. Gertie rolls a 1, so Gertie's going to die. And Amelie rolls a 7 and she's going to live. All right, so we'll put on here that Gertie dies. And Archibald and Amelie live. So they get 16 days. So Archibald Von Schwann and Amelie Arundel age up to a child on this day. All right, and then we have Jalissa and Porter aging up to a adult. They need to roll basically between a 1 or 7. They die, so they need to roll anything higher than a 7. So Jalissa first, she rolls a 20, so she lives, and Porter rolls a 3, so Porter's going to die. I literally just got him remarried, so we're gonna roll a d10 for him to find out if like how long he's going to live for, and we'll subtract a year. So he's going to live for 4 years. All right, so he lives for 4 years. So in 1365, he's going to die. All right. Well, that's not good news. I hate that for him. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and put down Jalissa where she's going to age up. She gets 40 days. So I'll put her on the timeline where she's going to go. She gets 40 days, so she will age up here. Let me just put her on here. All right. And then there's that. Let's go ahead and jump in here with our toddlers, and we will age them up. So first we have Archibald von Schwan. He is here. We're going to age him up to a toddler. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm probably going to have to actually age him up like in CAS, but I always try to do it this way. I don't know why. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't look like it's going to work for me. I'm going to have to do it in CAS. Oh, it did work. Great. All right, Archibald aged up. He was a cautious infant. He is going to be a plucky toddler. These toddlers are fearless. They are not scared of thunderstorms or strangers. All right, and then we have Gertie. We're going to age her up to a toddler.
Oh. Oh. For no. Oh. Oh. Oh, Gatsaboo. Oh.
Well, is it going to work for her or not? It is. All right, Gertie has aged up. She was a sunny infant, and she is going to be a curious toddler. These toddlers become energetic and gain fun need when they learn a new skill. They are also curious about the strangers they meet. Nice. All right, and let's go ahead and jump into CAS with them and give them their makeovers and get their picture for the family tree. All right, so we're going to do Archibald first because he is the first one that we did. Let's get all this off of him. All right, so as we know, he is a vampire. He is super cute. Let's just give him some eyelashes here. And maybe a little bit of blush as well. I think I like that hair on him. All right, and he is going to be in orange with the rest of the family. Look how cute he is. Oh my goodness. All right, so there's him and his photo for the family tree, and then we're going to do Gertie. And as we know, Gertie is going to die. Oh, we need to roll that and see how long she has to live. I'll have to do that really quick too. Alright, she is also a vampire. Let me go back. Let's see, let's do this one on her. And do these eyelashes and... She got curly hair. Let's do maybe this hair on her. And take her photo. And then let's just quickly do the dice for her and see how long she's going to live. So we have to roll a d4 for her and see how long she's going to live. She is a d4 minus 1. Oh, she's immediately going to die. Okay, great. We love that. Well, great. All right. So we have to kill Gertie immediately. Well, I hate that. Let's go ahead and roll and see what is going to kill her. Influenza. All right, and influenza, as we know, is a communicable disease, so we do have to roll for the rest of the family to see if anyone else catches the flu. Oh my gosh. So, as we know, we will have to look and see what that is. Influenza is 30%, so everyone has to roll higher than 30% on the wheel. So, let's close that and open our death percentage wheel, and first, we'll roll for Conrad. He needs to get anything higher than 30%. And he did not. So we will roll for Conrad to see if he is going to have to die or not. So let's see what he has to roll. 30%. 3, he can't roll a 3, 4, 8, 14, 16, or 19. So, on the dice, let's go ahead and give that a roll. And he rolls a 1, so he lives. All right. And then we have the Elise Marie. She needs to roll higher than a 30%. Got on the bus. Good job, Tracy. All right, Elise Marie is good. And then we have Archibald Meshram. Higher than 30. Archibald, higher than 30. All right, and he is good. And then we have Alba. She's good. And then we have Alaric. Alright, Alaric, you have to roll. So, let us look again at the numbers that he can't roll. So he can't roll a 3, 4, 8, 14, 16, or 19. He rolls a 3, so okay. Alaric von Schwan is also going to die. Are you kidding me? Alaric and Gertie both have to die? And then we'll have to roll for Archibald von Schwan. And he is safe. Okay, so we have to kill Alaric and Gertie. Oh my gosh. Alright, so let's go in here and we will unfortunately have to kill Alaric, which is here. And we will have to kill little Gertie. So Gertie we're going to take first because she is the one that was scheduled to die. So we are going to kill her by freezing, I guess. Oh, that sucks so bad. This family is slowly getting smaller. Aww. And then we will kill Alaric as well. Kill Alaric. Alright, so there is Gertie and Alaric. Unfortunately, we have killed both of them. We will have to obviously update our timeline and our info tab here that they've died. Oh, I hate this. And we'll have to find out when Gertie was born so we can engrave her epitaph. And Alaric. Let me take a look here and find out when Gertie was born. Gertie was born in 1359. Alright, so we'll engrave this as 1359 to 1361. And then we have Alaric was in 1350. (1350 to 1361). All right, let's go ahead and take Elise Marie to the cemetery, and she can put them to rest. Look at him talk to her. He's like, I know that I can't take you. I realize you're immortal, but I can take your children. And she's like, are you kidding? I'll kill you. I'll kill you, Death. I'll get back at you somehow. All right, we are going to take them and put them in their final resting place. And to be completely honest, I don't even know if I have space in the cemetery because we've had so much death lately. So we may have to delete some of our tombstones here so that we can find room for them. We'll just have to look and see if I have room to place them. So I think I might have room for them here, but we'll have to look and see. We've got 1 and then 2. All right, we're done with this row, and that's it for this. We're gonna have to take this last row up here. Down so that we can obviously go ahead and place more cemeteries down or tombstones down. So let's go ahead and do that now. This takes a minute for this lot to load because it's got so much on it. All right, and we will just remove these tombstones here. Come ahead here and let me delete you. There we go. All right, and let's just save again here really quickly because I don't want to lose progress here. All right, and then we will take her back home. So as we know in our last episode, Archibald Meshram and Alba Meshram, they aged up to teenagers. And as we know, Archibald had rolled that he was going to marry, and Alba Meshram rolled that she was not going to marry. Alba Meshram, when she aged up, I will show you when we get back home. Hurry back home, because I'm trying to tell a story here. She's like, I'm so sad. I'm just so sad. I know you are. So sad. But it is surely taking you a long time to get yourself back to the house. There we go. When Alba decided that she was aging up, she decided that since she was going to be alone and she was not going to marry and she wasn't going to have children, she aged up with the trait that she wanted, when she aged up that she hates children. So she doesn't want children. She doesn't want to get married. And so I gave her the trait or the aspiration that she wants to become a master vampire, because she's decided that since she's not going to marry and she's not going to have children, she wants to live a life of vampirism with her father and her stepmother. So she has decided that she wants her stepmother to go ahead and turn her into a vampire. So she has gone over to Elise Marie and she has secretly told her, look, I have decided for my life that I don't want children. I hate children. And I don't want to get married because that's not the life that I want, because I don't plan to have children like all these other women that are risking their lives dying and all of these crazy things. I just want a life of eternity like you guys. So she has decided that she wants Elise Marie to turn her into a vampire. So she's come up with this master plan that she wants to be a vampire, and she's wants her to turn her. And so she convinced Elise Marie to go ahead and turn her into a vampire. And Elise Marie was like, your dad is going to be really upset that you don't live out more of your life. And she's like, this is my decision. This is what I want to do. And so Elise Marie went ahead and turned her into a vampire. So she's in the process of currently transitioning into a vampire, because she wants to go ahead and get started on her life of eternity. And she's like, there's no time than now. Like, I'm not going to change my mind. This is the life that I want, and I want to become a master vampire. And I want to be like you and be able to, you know, walk in the sun, and there's no time like the present. So she has gone ahead and been bitten and drank Elise's blood, and she is going to plan to become a master vampire. That's her plan. So that is where her story is going to be leading her down her road. As a matter of fact, it looks like she is kind of feeling those effects now, actually. So that's where her story is going to be leading her, and we'll be seeing more of that as time goes on. And I don't know if she'll stay here with her parents or she'll get her own place, but as of now, that is what's going on with Alba. And so now we're going to head over to our main household, because we need to go ahead and age up Amelie Arundel, and we need to give her her toddler makeover. So we're going to head over to her house and do that. And then we will go over to the shoemaker house and we'll age up Porter. So let's go with little Amelie, and we're going to age up Amelie to a toddler and see what she's going to look like and get her photo for the family tree as well. And I guess I need to update our spreadsheet. Let me do that before we move on. So let's go to the spreadsheet, and we have, for the spreadsheet, Gertie, let's just update our year here. It is now 1361. Gertie died. So we'll do Gertie is now deceased. She is deceased as of March of 1361, and she died of influenza. And Alaric is deceased in March of 1361 as well, and he also died of influenza. All right, so we've put down our 2 deceased Sims and updated that, which is fantastic, so that we don't forget, because I will totally forget to do that. And then let's go ahead and go see Amelie here, and we will age her up to a toddler as well. So let's go ahead and do that. I guess we're lucky that she aged up and is surviving, because as we know, we've had a lot of death in this family. And so it is good that we have gone ahead and been able to age up someone in this family without them dying. So that's good. We do know that Sophia is pregnant currently, so we are expecting another baby. We're hoping that we're going to have a boy and we'll get an heir in this family. She is currently in her 3rd trimester in 5 hours. So we're hoping that we're going to be seeing her give birth to a son. Brown cow has been unhappy for a while due to inadequate care. Okay, well, why don't you go take care of brown cow while we're waiting on her to age up? Why don't you do that? Go. Okay, you can't do that right yet. All right, fine. We'll deal with brown cow. Where are you? Are you going to age up, Amelie? She's like, I'm trying, but he keeps picking me up. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to or not. Well, clearly we're having some troubles. Quit picking her up and just let her age up already. Oh my goodness. Why are the Sims like this? Just let her age up. She is trying to age up. Just let her be. John, if you don't leave her alone, I'm gonna beat you. Go downstairs, do something with your time. Don't put her in her crib. Okay, fine. Alright, we'll just go into cast with her, I guess, because honestly, I guess this isn't working. Alright, so we'll go into cast with her and age her up to a toddler because for whatever reason, that time it didn't work. Alright, she was an intense infant, as we know. For a toddler, she is going to be adorable. Okay, we love that. And let's go ahead and give her her makeover. She is going to, let's do this one. And then some eyelashes. And maybe a little bit of blush. And super cute. All right, and then as we know, our family is blue, so we'll put her in her blue clothes. All right, there is Amelie. She is adorable. This pack is my favorite one. All right, so there's little Amelie. We love her. She is super cute. What pack is your favorite one? And welcome to the stream. All right, so look, now she's stuck in her bloody crib. Let's go ahead and reset her. Maybe she will get out of there. There we go. All right, so now we have Juliana and we have Amelie. So here's the deal. I was thinking about the rules of the challenge, and as it states in the rules, if you have a male heir, obviously the first or eldest of the males is your heir. And if you don't have a male, then your oldest female is the heir. Or, well, her husband, I guess, is the heir of the family. So right now, Juliana is the heir of the family. And she would be the one that would be taking on the family line. So technically, her husband would be. So if we don't have a son before John is scheduled to die, then Juliana would be the one that would take on this family. So I know I had said in like the last stream, I think, that we would choose another family to follow, but technically we would go on with Juliana's husband, and our family tree would get a new name at that point. We would branch down a new branch, basically. So that is how that goes. So really, I am hoping that she has a boy. She is pregnant, so I am hoping that she's going to have a son for us, and that isn't going to be the case, and we don't have to branch out and get us a new name, and our line will continue on. But if that doesn't happen and we don't have a son, or we have a son and he doesn't survive, or whatever the case is, and then John passes away, Juliana is scheduled to take over this family line with her spouse. And she's not scheduled to actually get married for quite some time. But if for whatever reason they don't have a son, what we're going to do is Juliana will just marry earlier than what she has rolled to marry, because she will then be the heir. So she will have to marry and will have to begin her life. So right now, that is the plan for this family. Is this the Growing Together pack? No, this is the, well, I mean, well, not really, sort of. I don't know. This is the Ultimate Decades Challenge. So I'm playing the Ultimate Decades Challenge. We're in the year 1361. And so that's what we are doing here. I guess sort of I'm playing with the Growing Together pack because, I mean, I have the Growing Together, like I have all of the packs. I have all of the content in The Sims 4. So I have the Growing Together pack in my game. But what I'm playing right now is the Ultimate Decades Challenge by Morbid Gamer. And we are currently in the year 1361. We started in the 1300s and we have made it 61 years in. And so that's where we are currently at here. And I have all of that on my YouTube channel, and we've just been playing through, and yeah, that is currently where we're at. So this is our main household here, our Arendelle family, and where we're currently at, we have our heir. This is John Arendelle now, and he is just hoping that he is going to have himself a son. He is just in here right now getting some food cooked up, which is great. It looks like he is, what is he making? A potato pie. Okay, we love that. Sophia's just going to go ahead and get herself a little bit of rest. She's feeling a little bit tired. We are going to let her do that. It is 11:45 in March of 1361. We are heading into the next month here. We are just well on our way into April now, which is great. Juliana, why don't you actually go ahead and go to bed yourself, because you're feeling pretty tired, and you, little one, can come ahead and go and get yourself some sleep too. She just acquired the movement skill, which we love. We are thinking that's great. Now, if you can just get that movement skill up enough to actually go downstairs, that would be perfect. Because as of right now, you can't do that, which means you can't come down here and grab yourself some food. And you're hungry, so we'll have to get Dad to get you a plate and bring it up to you once he's done cooking. Your Sims are so adorable. Oh, thank you. We have been working on it, and some of my Sims are from our subscribers, because I asked you guys to make me some Sims. So, like Sophia, our bride, was made by Leah Maria. She is a subscriber of mine, and so I downloaded them off the gallery, put them in the world, and then my main family, we had some children, and then they married into the family. So, we love that. But what we're going to do, what are you doing? She's like, I am so uncomfortable. Oh, she's got morning sickness. She's going to go and have herself a little bit of being sick. We hate that for her. But I don't think usually she gets very sick. So this pregnancy, she's really struggling with the morning sickness, and I'm not really sure what that's all about. But usually she doesn't get very sick with her pregnancies, and this one's got her really, really sick. So I don't really understand what's going on with all of that. So yeah, I don't understand. You missed that. Oh, what did you miss? Yeah, she's so sick. Why don't you actually come in here and actually use the washroom, because you're about to pee yourself, and then you can clean it up because you just puked in it, and ew. All right, go ahead and grab a serving of this meal for Amelie, because Amelie is feeling pretty hungry. We'll actually get her up out of bed so you can grab her a serving and you can feed her, because Amelie is feeling pretty hungry. And we'll let him do that. Now we're gonna head over to Porter, and we're gonna age up Porter because I almost forgot that we needed to age him up. So we're gonna go ahead and go age up Porter Shoemaker because I forgot to age him up. It's time to age up Porter. He needs to become an adult. So let's go age him up before I forget. This is the Shoemaker residence, and we'll be able to see him with his new bride, which is going to be great because, as we know, we did just get him remarried since he lost his wife. He married one of the Donner twins, which is fantastic. That is another sim that was created by one of the subscribers. So this is Eliza Donner, and he just married her. And it was so funny because I took him over to the Donner twins' house, and he actually fell in love with both of them instantly. He thought they were really, really attractive. And I was like, really? You think both of the sisters are attractive? And he was like, yes, I do. And I was like, well, you got to choose one. But he got along with Eliza better than the other sister. And so that was who he ended up going ahead and getting in a relationship with. And they actually got along really, really well. All right, so we are going to go ahead and age him up to an adult here and let him go ahead and go into adulthood, which is fantastic. Where are you going to age up? He's like, I just need a little bit more room to do my spinning. All right, you do you. Adulthood, fulfilling dreams, planning for retirement, and midlife crises await. It's the perfect time to start wrapping up those lifelong goals. All right, so we do have Porter for a little bit longer now, which is fantastic. He is not got a lot of time left with us because, as we know, he did roll to go ahead and die. So he's only got, what, 4 years with us before he's going to pass away, which is really tragic considering I just got him remarried. But hopefully him and Eliza will have a few short years together here, and they can build on a little bit of a family. We do know that, you know, he wants a family with her, and maybe they can have a couple of kids before he passes away, which is gonna suck, obviously, leaving Eliza by herself. But I don't know. I just don't know. There's like a floating drink here. Let's just get him to clean that up. Nice love string. Okay, bye. Bye. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping in. I could have said and picked hair and stuff also. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right, so he's just going to clean up here a little bit. Why don't you actually, like, put this... Can you not... He can't do anything with that. Okay, why don't we, like, destroy it? That's fine. All right. So we have obviously gone ahead and aged him up, which is fantastic. It is now officially the next day here. Jalissa, as we know, we can't age up because she is expecting. So we'll age her up after she has her baby. And since it is the next day, we are going to go ahead and consult our spreadsheet. It looks like it is time for us to also roll for Frederica Arundel and Cristofo Petechia. They need to age up today. Frederica is aging up to a teen, and Cristofo is aging up also to an adult. So let's go ahead and pull up our dice. And for Frederica, she can't roll an 18. So we're going to pull up our D20, and we're going to give it a roll. She rolls a 1, so she's good. And Cristofo... Oh, I guess I should have showed you guys. I'll roll again. Well, there's the 1, but we'll roll again for her, I guess. Well, she rolled a 1. You guys can see that she rolled a 1. And then for Cristofo, he can't roll a 1 through 7. He rolls a 11, so he lives. So that's great. All right, so we are going to go ahead and put on the spreadsheet where they belong. All right, so Frederica gets 28 days. And Christopho, you get 40 days. Perfect. All right. And then we also need to roll for Frederica and find out if she's going to marry, and if she is going to marry, when she's going to marry. So let's go ahead and roll for that. So on the D20 dice, we're going to roll, and she is going to roll a 15. So she is going to marry in 15 years, but she's not going to have kids. So she's going to marry in 1376. All right, so she is going to be another one that's going to marry really late in life and is not going to have kids. Let me just put on here that she's not having kids, because otherwise I will forget. So, no kids. All right, well, let's go ahead and go over to the Arendelle home, and we will age up Frederica Arendelle to 18 now, and then we will go to the monastery, and we will age up Christopho to an adult. All right, Frederica, where are you, honey? It is time for you to age up into a teen here, so let's go ahead and age you up. All right, she already is proper. She's also going to be socially awkward. That would make sense, I guess, why she is taking so long to get married is because she's socially awkward. And she's not going to have kids. So let's go ahead and... do we want to do a teen one? No, let's do maybe... let's do outdoor enthusiast for her. All right. And let's go ahead and hop into Cass with her and give her her makeover.
So,
All right, and they are pink family. So let's go ahead and get her in her clothes here for this, and then we'll get her photo. Okay, what do we want to put her in? Just got home. Well, welcome home. It's kind of a long bus ride, isn't it? Then again, I suppose it could be longer, so. All right, there is Frederica. She's really short. All right, but let's just get her photo. If I can get her to look at the camera here. There we go. All right. Perfect. And now we're going to head over to the monastery. As we know, Cristofo is at the monastery. He is a priest. So we're going to go and we're just going to age him up to a... oh my gosh, everyone here in this family is all hungry. So we're just going to get them all to grab themselves a serving of food here. And then we'll head over to the monastery. And we will... go ahead and age up Cristofo. And yeah, Jalissa is definitely pregnant. So we would have to age her up to an adult once she has her baby. And what trimester is she in? She is in her 3rd trimester in 3 hours. So we're going to be having lots of babies very soon. So that's great. All right. So let's go ahead and go to the monastery now. All right, so off to the monastery we go. All right, Cristofo, where are you? There you are. All right, let's go ahead and we are going to age you up to a adult. Cristofo aged up to adulthood, fulfilling dreams, planning for retirement, and midlife crises await. The perfect time to start wrapping up those lifelong goals. All right, we totally missed that because, yeah, we did. But he got a whole bunch of presents sent to him, which is great. We love that. And he is now an adult. And as we know, he gets 40 days as an adult. So he'll be an adult for quite some time. It seems that living the life of a priest has done him well because he got lucky on his role. So that's fantastic. And we are just going to head back over into our main household now and continue on with time because as we know, we should be having babies soon. So that's great. And we definitely need to get John working on his nectar making. How are you doing, John? John's like way out here. What are you doing? I don't even know. But why don't you go downstairs and work on your nectar making? Craft some nectar. You can craft some apple nectar and you can craft some grape nectar. So go ahead and do that. And you are feeling pretty hungry. I'm going to have you come on in here and grab yourself a serving of food. Juliana, you're doing good. Why don't you come out and do some painting? And the little one is doing great. All right, great. Why don't you come over here and start stacking? That way you can get up your movement skill. Any little bit of movement skill helps because we want you being able to get up and down those stairs by yourself, little one. Don't you know she doesn't like aliens? She's like, I don't like aliens. We aren't even talking about aliens, but that's okay. But we're going to work on Amelie's movement skill now. I want her to be able to get up and down the stairs by herself so that she can go and like grab food and things like that. As of right now, anytime she's hungry, we have to kind of bring food up to her. And so we're going to just get her movement skill up a little bit. She currently only has movement level 1. So I think she has to be at movement level 2 in order for her to get up and down the stairs. So yeah, I want her working on that. Hi, Leah Maria. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? So we're just going to work on that a little bit. And Juliana is just out here painting. I don't know why she didn't change her outfit, but let's go ahead and get her to change her outfit into something a little bit warmer because she's going to freeze to death. And how are you? She is in her 3rd trimester. She can go into labor at any time. We love that. That is fantastic news. She's just watching her daughter go ahead and stack these blocks, which is fantastic. She's socializing with her, so she marked that off. The only thing she still needs to do is read to a child for 2 hours. We haven't done that. But, you know, it is what it is. Maybe she can, like, actually read to her. Can you read to her? No, read to sleep. I mean, I guess you could read to her to sleep, but I don't think she's actually tired. She's cold, but she's not tired. And how are you doing down here, John? He's like, I'm doing great. I'm just working at this, and it's coming along lovely. Great. We love that. All right, you can harvest these potatoes and how are these? Harvest these strawberries and harvest these grapes. It'll give you some stuff that you can do with your nectar making, which is fantastic. We love that. Let's go ahead and put these in here and we'll continue on. Also, we got us some trash fruit, which is fantastic, but the only problem is that it's now too cold to plant, so I'm just holding on to it. It's in my inventory. And of course, here comes Juliana to come down and mess with Dad and bother him while he's trying to get some work done. Why would she not do that? That's all she ever does. Every time we're down here trying to get some nectar making done, she constantly comes down and is bothering him. I don't know why she's constantly doing that. I'm good. How are you? I am doing great. Just, you know, grinding here with this nectar making, and yeah, it's been good. Oh, good. I'm glad you decided to leave him alone. And you painted this painting. Why don't you go ahead and sell that? And as a matter of fact, why don't you come out here and tend to the coops? She's like, why do you always make me do that? Well, why not? Someone needs to. If not you, who? Look, and you can feed the cow and clean the cow and milk the cow because the cow wants to run away and we don't necessarily want that to happen. So, ooh, Amelie acquired the thinking skill. We love that. So that's amazing. And she's also acquired the imagination skill. She is just leveling up. We just think that's fantastic. No one has helped her with the potty though. I did ask you to help her with the potty. Why don't you come potty train Amelie? That way she can get some potty in. She's like, do I have to? Yes, you do. Come help her. All right. I'm going to get Sophia to go upstairs and potty train Amelie. Maybe we can get some potty skill in because as we know, we want her to be well-rounded. And once the babies are here, you're not going to have time for, you know, potty training and things like that. So, I mean, oh, they have a strict family dynamic. Okay. I think everyone in this time period had a strict family dynamic. Let's just face it. Every time my people freezing to death, put some clothes on. Hold on. Let's change you into your winter clothes. Why are you so difficult? You know, why are you so difficult? We can't let you freeze to death. You're the heir right now. Like, honestly. Oh, my gosh. Juliana, you are a nightmare. Compete like a champion and then clean this toilet and then come in here and get yourself some food. How are you doing? He's like, I could use some social. All right. Well, I'll let you get some socialization in. You can totally go socialize with someone. He's like, you haven't let me socialize with anyone. All you're making me do is work, work, work. And I actually could stand to talk to someone. All right. Well, why don't you come up here and talk to your loving wife and ask her, you know, when is the baby coming? Are we wondering, like, is it coming today, do you think? Have a deep conversation with your wife. And just tell her, like, do you think that the baby's coming today? He totally ignored the fact that I told him to come talk to his wife. Come over here and talk to her. You told me you needed socialization. I told you to come talk to your wife, and now you're just like ignoring the fact that I told you to talk to her. Talk to her.
Arvo. Pagoya Mistel. Arabrept. Deroy Wadida. Huh?
Have a conversation with her about the child. So, do you think that you're going to be having this baby today, he says? And she's like, well, look at me. What do you think? And he's like, well, I wasn't going to say anything about your size. Like, honestly, what kind of man do you think I am? I'm not that stupid. Okay, I guess he's going to have to have a conversation with his little one here. Let's do some small talk and get to know her a little bit. And then we can do some stories with her. And
Shuniklaba Arbe. Muma.
I was going to say read her to sleep, but I think she might be a little bit hungry, so we should probably grab her a serving of food.
Bakdutsuo. Dolbe. Che. Nibahana Waxwin. Zakini Roshpa. Quips Drift Swing. Hey.
So he's telling her a little bit of a story, and it's made them jokesters. It says, family members with the jokesters family dynamic will choose to perform funny or mischief actions with each other more often, and they'll feel extra playful when spending time together. Sure. So he's like, I'll go down and grab you something to eat. And she's like, that sounds great. Look at her. She's like, yes, someone's actually going to feed me. Let's do it. Look how sad she is. Look, Juliana needs some social in her life as well. Maybe you two can talk to each other in a little bit, and she can be like, Dad, I don't know how I feel about being the heir to this family. And he's like, I'm hoping I'll have some sons and you won't have to be. That's what he's going to tell her. I don't necessarily want you to be the heir either. That's what he's going to tell her. Because honestly, we don't necessarily want her to be the heir to the family. We really don't. Because if she is the heir to the family, then the family name is going to change. So he doesn't really want that. He really does want to have sons. And I know that's like harsh, but I mean, it just is what it is. And she's like, okay, good, because I just think it's a lot of pressure. And he's like, no, never mind that it's a lot of pressure. It's the fact that, you know, our family name would change to whoever you married. And this is the Arendelle family. And she's like, well, I understand that, Dad, but I'm just saying, like, it's a lot of pressure to keep this family line going. Like, look how much pressure you're under to have a son. And he's like, yeah. And she's like, I don't want that pressure. And he's like, well, it wouldn't be hard for you. Because, I mean, well, I guess it would be. You'd still have to have a boy, wouldn't you? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, well, I understand. And I'm not trying to put that kind of pressure on you. And she's like, I don't want it. I don't want that pressure. And he's like, well, right now, honey, you are the heir to the family. So you better hope that Sophia has a son and that son lives. And she's like, well, I'm hoping. I am hoping that. Because I don't want this pressure. And he's like, you should be proud that this family line could possibly go to you. And she's like, I don't want it. I'm telling you right now, Dad, I don't want it. All right, we're going to go ahead and have him read Amelie to sleep. Because Amelie is feeling kind of tired. She's getting a little bit cranky. Well, he did not. He just tucked her in. You totally made a liar out of me, John. Why don't you go out and do the wash since you made a liar out of me? He's like, fine. I'll do that. All right, so I'm going to have him go out and do the wash, and then once that's done, we will go ahead and have him go back down and do a little bit more of his nectar making, because I'm pretty sure he has more stuff in his inventory, so I think he can probably go ahead and get some more stuff done. It keeps marking that out. Okay, put those clothes on the line, and then you can put the other clothes away. We'll do one thing at a time, because clearly the Sims won't let you, laundry-wise, do more than one thing at a time. So unload that laundry and put it away, and then go down here and let's do some nectar making. We will do some grape, and then you can do some apple nectar. Because your energy level seems to be pretty good, and we love that for you. All right, great. You're such a big help, John. We love that. Down you go. He's like, I'm telling you, this ladder was a horrible idea. Well, it is what it is. All right, so we're just going to get some more nectar making up. Let's see how he is with his nectar making. He is about 75%, well, 74% at level 3 here. He's getting there. We are getting there, getting there. We're definitely doing well at filling up these crates, which is making me happy. Just imagine if we sold all of these, how much money that's going to be for this family. And Juliana, once again, has come down to bother him while he's working. He's like, why do you always come down here and bother me when I'm down here working? And she's like, this isn't work, you're just stomping on a bunch of fruit. He's like, this is work. I have decided this is my job. And she's like, how much is it paying? He's like, that is irrelevant, Juliana.
Nerfa winka. Parsagap rabe.
Oh,
Problem. Benib nitva. Frida.
Shalbo. Aliform Frida. Simonis Arrow. Revolt.
Oh my goodness, you're gonna pee yourself and you need to eat. He's like, I'm telling you right now, all you let me do is work. Send help. What am I sending? A lot, I hope. I know. What am I sending help for? All right. We're going to put that one in there and this one in here. We love that. Look how dirty he is. I've literally worked him to the bone. Juliana's still just down here bothering the shit out of him. All right. He's like, I'm not doing this anymore, Misty. You have got to let me go and get some food and a bathroom. All right, Juliana, seriously. Go get yourself something to eat. All right, he's going to get himself something to eat really quickly, and then I'll let him have a bath. Juliana, you need to go ahead and head off upstairs and maybe get yourself a little bit of rest because it's starting to get late. She's like, okay, that's fine. I'll leave you alone, Dad. And he's like, yeah, please do. She's like, well, what do you say that like that for? And he's like, I'm just saying, I don't ever get a moment's peace without you. You're constantly down there bothering me when I'm trying to work. And sometimes a guy just needs to think. She's like, you're kind of rude. I'm just saying, you are kind of rude. All right, we are going to go ahead and have you make something. What can you make? Let's do some boiled eggs. Party size of boiled eggs. She's like, I'm cleaning up, Misty. I'm cleaning up. Can you not see that? That's fine. I'll do it for you. Here, look. See? All done. Clean. Make some boiled eggs. All right. One of my Sims had triplets. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Trust me. All right, so after he gets out of the bath, I'm going to go ahead and get him to come up here and go to bed. And then I'm also going to send Sophia to bed. It's about 8 o'clock at night, and that means that we are currently in June of 1361, which is fantastic news. And we are just heading into July here soon, which is going to be great. She's like, I'm cooking eggs. Did you forget? I kind of did. Why don't you actually go to the bathroom? She's like, why don't I actually have some of these eggs that I just made because I'm feeling a little bit hungry. All right, you can do that and then go to the bathroom and then you can go to bed. She's like, at that point, I'll probably be in labor. Let's just be real. And I am really, really hoping that she has us a boy. And I'm also really hoping she doesn't pee herself. Okay, she didn't. We love that for her. All right, so she's just going to go ahead and come up here and, oh my gosh, this laundry basket smells so bad. She's going to come up here and go to the washroom. John's going to get a little bit of sleep when everyone gets up in the morning. Maybe I'll have John do this laundry for her because, you know, it's just not something malicious happened during the night and our crops may be affected. This blight zone is killing me. It's just killing me. Oh no, we have us a hungry little one. Okay. All right, you're gonna have to come down here and grab her a serving. Grab her a serving. Grab a serving for Amelie. Come on, get up. Do it. She's starving to death. Amelie, you have got to learn how to get down these stairs. All right, so he is just grabbing Amelie a plate of eggs here so that she doesn't starve because she is seriously starving. All right, Amelie, eat those eggs.
Uriza.
Come on, eat these eggs.
Ah,
There you go.
and is it? Ah, hey.
All right, he's going to go downstairs and cook, and Sophia has gone into labor. We freaking love that. All right, let's go ahead and have a baby. All right, we are super excited. Hopefully she has a boy, and we will obviously, you know, have an heir if she has a boy. But, you know, fingers crossed. She's about to pee herself, and she's starving. But she's in labor, and she's like, okay, this has got to work. This has so got to work. Oh, my God, it's a boy. Okay, we are going to pull up the wheel and see about a boy name. So let us go ahead and do that. Let's give it a spin. Obviously, there's some repeat names on here, so if we land on something that we already have, we will just delete it. All right, we've got Solomon. I think we already had a Solomon, so I am going to remove that. Because I think we already had a Solomon in our family. So let's spin again. All right, Nestor. Okay. So, Nestor Arundel. Another boy. Okay. Let's give another spin. I think we also had a Zachary. And he died. So, Omar. All right. Nestor and Omar.
Oh, say, Alga. Ooh. Gumao. Ooh. Oh. Oh.
Okay, what's the problem? She's having trouble with these babies. Why is she not having them? What's wrong?
Oh. Say, Alga.
Why is she not having the babies?
Oh. Ooh. Ow. Ooh.
Okay, hold on. Where are the babies? All right, let me go into cast really quickly, and then maybe the babies will appear.
Super West.
Thank goodness only twins. Yeah, no kidding. We still have to roll to see if they're going to make it, so there's that. What does that mean? This game failed to load. Error code. It is recommended that you relaunch the game. What does that mean? And when did I last save? Is it not gonna let me play? All right. Maybe it'll let me play. I don't know. I guess we'll find out, won't we? All right, so we have Nestor here, and we have Omar. Where's Omar? There's Omar. All right, so let's go ahead and pull up our dice for mom and baby and roll and see if they're going to make it. So as we know, we have a D20 and mom can't roll a 1. She's got to roll twice. So 1, 2, mom survives. All right. Babies need to roll an odd number or 8, 10, and 20. So for Nestor dies. Omar dies. Oh my gosh. We can't win for losing. I don't know. I'm laughing, but that's just because I want to cry. And I don't understand why I can't keep a male baby in this family to save my flippin' life. All right. All right, we are on Monday. So we have Nestor, Arendelle died. Stop. Nestor, Arendelle died. And Omar Arendelle died. All right, so we have Nestor. And we are in July of 1361. He was deceased in July of 1361. We are British German descent. And we are stillborn and a twin. And Omar. In July of 1361. Deceased in July of 1361 of British German descent, stillborn, and a twin. I can't believe she lost both of them. Like, the odds were that she was going to be able to keep at least one baby, but no. All right, well, there you have it. Juliana is still the heir to the family, and she is like, are you freaking kidding? And no, we're not. We're not kidding. Baby's gone, and baby's gone. This is ridiculous. All right, let's just give this a quick save. And I don't know. But she's gonna be very sad. Yeah, she is very sad. You need to go pee. I know you're mourning the loss of your babies, but you need to pee seriously bad. And yeah, actually everyone in this house is really sad and needs to pee, except for you. You seem to be fine. Look at you. You made meat and cheese. Fruit and cheese. I mean. Excuse you. You can repair that, please. Alright, so she's just going to go out here and go to the washroom, and unfortunately, she's super sad. We've lost a lot of plants in the middle of the night, so we're going to have to dispose of those as well, which sucks because, you know, we have some plants that have been killed by the blight. Is it this one that's dead? Yeah, okay. Alright, so she's going to have to take care of these plants, and then I'm going to need to get her something to eat, and she's feeling kind of hungry here, so she'll grab herself a serving of this cheese and fruit. That'll be great. Can you throw that away? I'll throw that away. Grab yourself a serving of that.
So what a new loy. Kenda Zoof. Narbo Quarp.
Oh my goodness, it's so sad. All right, Juliana. Juliana's like, well, I was really hoping that that was going to be lucky for me because she had 2 boys, but then they were dead. And he's like, yeah, it's looking like you're going to be the heir. And she's like, that's not the life I want. And he's like, that's the life that's looking like you're going to have. And she's like, wow, I guess I should start looking for someone to marry. And he's like, yeah, it's starting to look like that.
What's that, Dib?
Because as we know, he is not going to be with us for too very much longer. We only have John with us for 6 more years, and then he is passing away. And so if we don't have a son that is able to live, which even if we did have a son that was able to live, I mean, he would only be like a baby. But yeah. The point is that if we don't have a son, then before he dies, she's the heir. And so she's like, this is such bad news. Like, are you guys going to keep trying? And he's like, we'll keep trying, but it's not looking good. And she's like, oh my gosh. She's like, so I need to start looking for someone to marry, don't I? And he's like, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea if you had someone at least, you know, an interest in mind. And he's like, I know that you hadn't planned on marrying for quite some time, but in the event that something were to happen and you need to get married, like, it would be nice if you at least had someone in mind that you wanted to marry. And she's like, fine, I'll start looking around for people that I'm interested in. And he's like, I do think that it would be a good idea, Juliana. You know, at least just get to know some of the men in the area and at least see if there's anyone you're interested in. I'm not saying you have to get married tomorrow, but, you know, at least just see who you're interested in. And she's like, fine, Dad, fine. She's like, I just wasn't ready to get married yet. And he's like, I understand that, but, you know, these things happen. And at the end of the day, you have to do what your responsibilities are. And your responsibility right now is that you're the heir to this family. She's like very sad that she's lost those babies because that means that her life has to drastically change. And he's like, so I know that you just lost your babies, but do you want to maybe try again? And she's like, already? And he's like, I'm just saying that, you know, it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt for us to try for a baby. He's like, I'm kind of feeling flirty. we don't need to be wasting any time. I don't have very many years left. And she's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, I don't know. I just feel like imminent danger coming into my life. I don't know why. She's like, I think you're feeling a little bit paranoid. And he's like, maybe I am. She's like, maybe you are. This makes me sad. This makes me sad. Truly. Look at them. Aww. I told them to try for a pregnancy, but it doesn't look like they're going to. Alright, well. Very good. She's so sad. She just can't even fathom trying right now.
Nicholas, Delane,
Handface a torb.
Wenny Fest, Debishi, Vivi, Yamasprada.
Alright, let's go ahead and sell some of this stuff in the inventory. Did you do this? Yes, you can sell that. And oh no, I guess you can't do anything with that one.
Yobamativo, Hibine, Bain Trip, huh? Simona Sero, Lisa Faber, Simona Cleve.
Moochie, Peachy, Yenabe, Flemon, Shusha. Prom Pampe. Who's like Jeff now? Ye class Hackanaria Avenor.
He's like, you smell something fierce. Let's go ahead and change your diaper.
Riba, Ukinikansum.
Snowbay Fleeza. Yigla Odri. Sababia Vor.
Oh.
Smishy Lafana.
Snowbay Fleeza. Pivotal.
So they're just having a conversation, and she's like, I do want to have more kids with you, John. I do. But I told you before that I can't keep losing babies. I just don't know if I can continue to go through that. I am the most positive person that I know, but I think there's only so much one person can take. And he's like, you're not telling me that you're giving up. And she's like, I just don't think that I can continue to do this. And he's like, so you're giving up? And she's like, I'm not giving up. I just think I need a day. And he's like, what is a day going to change? And she's like, well, for starters, it's going to change my mental status because I just need a minute. Like, I just need a minute. And he's like, okay, honey, a minute it is. She's like, I just need a little bit of time to, like, wrap my head around the fact that every single time I have a baby, it's stillborn. And, you know, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And I'm starting to blame myself. So she's really, really going through it. She's really feeling like she's done something wrong. She realizes that obviously she hasn't done anything wrong, but she's starting to feel like maybe she has. And it's really getting her down. She's really feeling depressed about it. Obviously, she is struggling with this information, and I mean, she just wants to provide him with children. And why? You're starting another one? Okay. And she's just really, really struggling. Did you sell the last one that you finished? Like, what are we doing here? Here, sell this one. All right. So, okay. So she is just really having a hard time. And she understands that John wants to go ahead and try for another baby because the only thing he can think about right now is the fact that he needs an heir in this family. And, you know, that he's kind of got a one-track mind when it comes to all of that. But she just can't turn off her emotions and just think like that. Like, she just can't turn her emotions off. He's thinking about the goal in hand, and she's got all these emotions that she's feeling. He's just like, let's have a baby. Let's have a baby. We have to have a son. We have a goal. And she can't think like that. Juliana, why don't you come out here and clean this shed and take care of the cow for us? Oh, look at you giving her a bath. Such a good dad. We love it.
Ooh, Rishi. Neep. Oh.
Huh. Narb, Bahira, Skinner.
Oh, Jalissa Arendelle has gone into labor. Okay, let's go see Jalissa and see how her labor goes. And hopefully she has better luck than Sophia did. All right, Jalissa, we have arrived here with you and you can now have your baby. Let's go ahead and get you in there so that you can do just that. So she is ready to go into labor here. We're just going to send her on upstairs and let her have her baby. She is feeling really uncomfortable now that she's in labor, and she's like, well, I hope that I'm going to be able to give Hugh a son because he keeps on harping to me. And it is a boy. All right. We are having lots of boys. So let's go ahead and pull up the boy names and see what we're going to name this baby. Okay, we already have 2 Archibalds, so we're going to remove Archibald and roll again. All right, so Alan. So this baby's name is going to be Alan Arendelle. Okay, and a girl. All right, let's go ahead and save this, and we'll open up the girl names and give it a spin. And we are going to name, oh, I didn't show you guys, but it came up to be Victoria. So we will name this baby Victoria. All right, so we had twins, and let's go ahead and we will pull up the dice and see if mom and baby are going to survive. Mom and babies, I guess I should say. So mom can't roll a 1, and she has to roll for both births. So 1, 2, mom survives both childbirths, and babies need to roll an odd number or an 8, 10, or 20. We're going to roll first for little Alan. Alan survives. And then for Victoria, who also survives. Okay. Well, there you have it. She had better luck than we did. So we are on Monday. We have Alan Arendelle and Victoria Arendelle. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we need to put them on here. So we are in August of 1361. And they are of British-Irish descent, and they are twins. And Victoria Arundel, daughter of Hugh and Jalissa. Alive, British, Irish, and she's a twin. Okay. We have updated the timeline. We have updated the info chart. And now it is time for us to continue on. We are obviously going to go ahead and age these babies up. So let's get Mom to go ahead and we will feed these babies and we will age them up. She got very, very lucky. She got to keep both of her twins, and we got very, very unlucky. Like, what are the odds? All right, so we are aging up Alan first, and Alan is going to be a sensitive infant. These Sims are prone to diaper rash, are often picky with food, and can more easily become overstimulated by too much play and social interaction. However, they also rest more peacefully through the night when they're soothed. And then we're going to go ahead and age up little Victoria. And Victoria is going to be intense. These Sims have big emotions and are easily entertained, but they are also more difficult to calm when in a bad mood. And let's hop into cast with them and give them their makeovers. And we will also go ahead and take their photos for the family tree. All right, so let's do Alan first. All right, and then his outfits need to be pink. All right, there is little Alan. He's super cute. And then we'll have Victoria here that we need to give a makeover to. All right, so we will do this outfit. Okay, there's Victoria and Alan, aged up to little infants. They are super cute.
Oskina Paraza.
He's feeling super playful. He's like, I just had a son. It's great. I finally have an heir. So Hugh is super excited because he finally has a son and an heir to his family, which is great news because he's been waiting for that. And so we love that for him.
You're both sad.
You need to go to the washroom, sir. He's like, all right, I can do that. I'll do that right away. All right, so we are still in August here. We are just coming up on September of 1361, and we love that. Let's go ahead and hop back into our main household. I am hoping that I can get them to try for a baby. I don't know if I'll be able to do that or not. And then we have the last part of 1361 to go, and we have in that Conrad, Hamlin McGrath, aging up to 18, and do we still have Hamlin McGrath? Let me check. Yes, Hamlin McGrath will be aging up to a teen. So we love that. All right. And then, so that is what we'll be doing in the last part of the playthrough here. All right, so we have made it back into the main household. Let us take a look. Oh, our poor cow is always so dirty. Why don't you come and clean this cow and feed this cow and milk this cow? And she's like, well, I was constantly doing that already. And then, you know, things happened. All right, you can go ahead and resume this painting. What are you doing? Just hanging out. All right, why don't you actually come over here and potty train Amelie? And then once you're done with that, why don't you try for a baby with Sophia? All right, so we're just getting a little bit of potty skill in, which is fantastic. We love that. Amelie needs to learn how to potty, and she is like, I'm doing such a great job. And she really is. She's being such a big girl, which is fantastic. She's just about reached that level 2, I think. Yeah? Yeah, she's just about to level 2 potty. She's at 92%, so we love that. I think she's actually going to go ahead and get to that level 2. No, she's not. She got to 95% and then was like, yeah, I'm done. Okay, well, great. Oh, Joetta McNally has gone into labor. So let's go see Joetta and see how she's going to do with her labor. Everyone is going into labor now. We're going to have lots of babies coming down the way. All right, Joetta McNally. Let's go see the McNally family. Okay, Joetta, it is time for you to shine. Let's go ahead and let you have this baby. You are ready to rock and roll. Come over here and give birth. Another boy. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's open up the wheel for boy names and we will give it a spin. So we will just spin for boy name here. And we are going to name this baby Gerard. All right, perfect. And she finally gave him the heir that he wanted, which I love. And it is a single birth. All right, so let's go ahead and pull up the dice and see if mom and baby survive. Mom can't roll a 1. Mom rolls a 1. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. And baby needs to roll an odd 8, 10, or 20. Baby rolls a 12. Baby dies. Both of them are dying. Oh my gosh. All right. I am going to take baby first. Let me pull up the spreadsheet. And we will put on here that Gerard is dying. What is today? Today is Monday still. All right, so Gerard McNally died. All right, and I'm also going to put here Alaric. Von Schwan died. Okay. And so I'm going to take baby first, and then I am going to take mom, and we're going to plead for mom. Because if they give mom a second chance, we can always have more babies. So let's go ahead and take baby first. I'm going to... Oh, okay. It won't let me right now. That's fine. Let's go ahead and take baby first. So let's take baby and we'll save. And then we'll take mom and we'll plead. All right. Where's mom going? All right, mom. You need to be still for me. Calm down. Okay, mom. We're going to kill you. Unfortunately, we have to kill you. But we're going to try to plead for you.
Oh.
Okay. Where is the Grim? There he is. Are you going to come in here, Grim? Why are you out there with our chickens? He said no. Joetta McNally is truly gone after Amir's ardent appeal fell on Death's deaf ears. I swear this is ridiculous. I can't win for losing when it comes to this. I swear, like, I don't understand why they always take my Sims. 1336. Okay. 1336 to 1361. And we're going to have to take her to the cemetery. So let's travel to the cemetery and take her to her final resting place. Oh my gosh. All right. He is a jerk. He is a jerk. I know. All right. We're going to go ahead and put her in her final resting place. Obviously, I'm going to need to get Amir remarried as well. So we will get Amir remarried because he has little ones as well. And he's going to need someone to help him care for the little ones. So we'll do that. But he just lost his wife and his baby. So Joetta is now deceased in, what is it? I'll have to look and see where we're at on the timeline. Let's go back in with our main family. That way I'll know where we're at on the timeline. But I do think we are still in August or September, one of the two. I don't know. All right, it is September, I believe. Yeah, it is September. So she died in September of 1361 of childbirth. And then she had a little one, so I'll put him on the timeline as well. Gerard McNally. Their only son. He was born in September of 1361. And let me just grab this information and just update this really quickly, and then we'll move on. He is deceased in September of 1361. He's British, and he was stillborn, and he was a single birth. All right. I've updated the information here on the timeline and on the info tab really quickly, and everything is updated, and Joetta McNally died. Okay. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. All right, we are just continuing on with the main household here, and you are hungry, hungry, hungry. Mom is going to have to feed you. So let's grab a serving of this, or maybe this. Oh, you can't grab a serving because you can't get down the stairs. Grab a serving for Amelie. What are you doing? Can you sell this? Sell that to a collector. All right, Sophia's going to go ahead and grab Amelie a serving of these eggs, and then we are going to have her come and... No, I don't want you to sleep. I wanted you to try for a baby with John, but John's not here. So let's bring John home and then try for a baby with John, because we need you guys to try for a baby. So she's like, so I've been thinking a little bit about what you said. I am ready for us to go ahead and try for a baby now. Do you want to maybe go in the house and do that? And he's like, oh, well, are you sure? And she's like, yeah, I think that we need to continue to try, don't you? And he's like, yeah, I do, but I didn't realize that you were already ready to do that. And she's like, yeah, I'm ready to give it a shot. And he's like, okay. So they're going to go inside. They're going to go and try for another baby. Hopefully that will be successful, and they will be able to have a viable birth that, you know, is, you know, I don't want the babies to die, the baby to die, or whatever the case is. Why don't you come on here and grab yourself a serving of this food, because you are hungry, instead of letting yourself starve to death, like, honestly. And then you can maybe get yourself a little bit of rest because you're starting to get a little bit tired. You also need to come grab yourself a serving, and you are good. All right. So she's going to go ahead. She is pleasantly satisfied from a good woohoo. We love that. All right. So she's doing great. We love that. And I am hoping that she's pregnant. Lord willing, she is pregnant. And Juliana, are you eating? Yeah, you are. Okay, great. You need to go to bed, honey. Go to sleep. It is late, and it is time for you to go to bed. Don't worry about your dad. Just go on to bed. John, leave her be. You go to sleep, too. All right, John's going to go to bed, and Sophia's eating, and then she's going to come on to bed, and we're going to get you to go to the washroom, and then you can come to bed. Everyone is going to head themselves to bed for the night, and why is the Grim here? Nobody knows, but the Grim is here. He's probably about to go steal some of our chickens, which is great. We love that for us. But everyone is just going to go ahead and get their needs taken care of, and then they're going to head off to bed here. And we are heading into October, which is fantastic. Yeah, I knew it. Our bloody chicken's dying. Well, hell. Alright, bye, White Hen. Alright, everyone's headed off to bed. We love that. They're getting a little bit of rest, and I'm just going to let them sleep for the night. Now, Brown Hen. How many hens or mine are you taking? This is ridiculous. Alright. Now everyone's going to sleep. And nobody's going to bother us. And again, once more, something malicious has happened to our crops during the night. Ugh. I can't win for losing. John's hungry. We're going to get him up and go let him eat. It's 2 a.m. and he's like, I'm starving. Well, get yourself something to eat here. And it is the last portion of this year, which is fantastic. And we need to obviously go ahead and roll for Hamlin. And he is becoming a teen. So we are going to take a look at our spreadsheet and our dice. Hamlin is rolling for a teen. He can't roll an 18. So let's go ahead and give a roll for him and see if he's going to make it. He rolls a 2, so he does survive. He also needs to roll to see when he's going to marry. He rolls an 11, which is perfect. So let's go ahead and put him on the timeline where he belongs. And that's great. So he gets 28 days. And then he's going to marry in 1372. So Peter and Hamlin McGrath are going to be marrying on the same year. So that's wonderful news. We love that for them. And let's go ahead and go over to the McGrath house and age up Hamlin. Which is obviously the Harding household now. So we are now going to go over to Transylvania to do that. All right, Hamlin, where are you, sir? Let us go ahead and age you up to a teen. He's like, I need to go outside. I need lots of room to spread my wings. All right, very good. So he already is immunocompromised. Now he is going to be a night owl. All right, we love that for you. Let's go ahead and make you want fortune. I think you would want to be a truth philanthropist. Let's do that. And let's go into Cass and we will give you your makeover.
You bleak? Khalil.
Oh, geez. Wow. All right, let's do something about this hair. That's going to have to go. But let's give you your makeover really quick. Why are you saying wow, Leah Maria? Because everyone dies? Is that why you're saying wow? Did I miss that? Let me see. Which one do I want to do? I think I want to do this one for you. And for your hair, what do I want to do for your hair? How about... Oh, two Sims getting married in the same year. Yeah, it'll be a little bit chaotic. I know. Well, two brothers, no less. Their brothers are getting married in the same year. Him and his brother Peter. All right. They are in brown, I believe. But let me just double check that. Yes, they are. All right. All right, there is Hamlin. Perfect. All right, and we have officially made it to the end of the year here, aside from the fact that we still have a couple of hours of time to play out. But we have made it here to the last of what needed to be done in the year here. I don't know that there's anyone that's going into labor because I think that was it that needed to give birth, but I could be wrong, but I don't think that I am. Look at her. She's like, look at my strapping young lads. And they have having breakfast together. We love that. I love that the McGrath boys look so very different. Like Hamlin took after his mom, and Peter took more after his father that passed away. So they look very, very different. But I think that's really, really cute. And obviously, Katia looks a lot like her mom.
Yup.
No bad.
But Everard is no longer with us either, so. And I didn't get Taylor remarried just because Katia is a child and she's really not a baby, so I figured it wasn't really a big deal. But do you guys think that we should get Taylor remarried as well, or do you think she's okay? Like, her boys are about to marry off, and then her daughter is a child and will be aging up to a teen. When is Katia aging up? In 1365. So in 3 years, she'll be a teen as well. So I just figured, like, she was already on her way to aging up, and I was like, she doesn't really need to. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's not having any more kids or anything like that, so I figured she didn't really need to remarry. So, yeah, I just figured that she would be okay on her own here, so I just didn't remarry her. I don't know. Oh, she's feeling a little bit chilled. I just figure she'll be a single sim and kind of carry on in her life here. You guys can let me know if you don't like that idea and you want her remarried, but I don't really see any point in getting her remarried since she's not going to be having babies or anything like that any longer. She is an adult sim, and once they hit adulthood, we stop having them have babies because we're making way for the next generation to have babies. So there's that. Because now her boys are going to get married and start having kids. So
Jinjil Shopa.
Yeah.
Imka Floof. Rina.
Look at them. They're so funny. All right. So, but I think that is where I'm going to go ahead and leave this stream. And we will obviously see 1362 in our next stream on Thursday. And we will pick up with everyone. In 1362, we have to roll to see about our soldiers coming home from war. So that will be exciting. We'll find out who lives and dies with that, which is going to be fantastic to find out who lives, who dies, who gets to come home, and those kind of things. And as we know, because we are rolling for our soldiers to come home, if Cuthbert gets to roll and he survives, then he will be getting married. So we'll be potentially seeing a wedding in the next stream, which will be great. And so we will have to find him someone to obviously marry. So we'll be playing a lot with Cuthbert in the next stream to find him a bride if he survives the war. So it's going to depend on obviously if he lives or not, but that is a potential there. But I think I'm going to go ahead and leave this stream here for now, and I will see you guys in the next stream on Thursday over on Twitch. And until next time, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.
I don't think I ever wanna go come closer next to me. Trying to find another